Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Forzion and tonight we have something special again. With permission from the developer, we can showcase the new graphic user interface to you in this stream while I'm going to test the new tourism calculation, how much income can we get in my temporary setup I prepared in advance. And we can maybe talk a little bit about some mechanics which are in the game, because it was a great time. I spent the whole weekend with the development team here in Slovakia. We were together. There was also lovely PL with us and the whole team. And we talked a lot what may come to the game, what should come to the game, what improvements can be made. And I got a lot of information about how mechanics work, and that's great because now I understand the game a little bit better. I just need to set some stuff here I did not set in advance for the stream. So welcome to the channel. You can ask questions, maybe I will be able to answer them, but you can expect that I will now have much better insight into game mechanics in future. So I hope I will be able to use that knowledge to help the community during my streams or prepare some useful videos you can learn from. So here we are. This is my current setup I built. I am quite low on money because I had an accident while preparing the map, so I am not perfect. I forgot to build a substation near the heating plant, and that meant that all my workers died during winter while I was trying to build a technical services building and set up snow plowing. So here we have a small city with 830 workers, and you can see here informations when hovering with the mouse over that number. How many uneducated workers do you have, how many lower education workers do you have, and how many higher education workers do you have. Also you can see how many children are there, how many other people are there. So what we will need to build pretty soon, because everything depends on that, is that we state infrastructure. Where is that? We need a secret police, because we have this new mechanic with government loyalty now, and the secret police is required to identify traitors, people, practically people who are not loyal enough to our country, who don't deserve to be teaching in our schools because they would degrade the government loyalty in this country. So the secret police will go probably here, but we can prolong the road first, make it a bit longer. The question will be if I even do have enough money to build a secret police, because I just lost a lot of that while trying to deal with lack of workforce. But I hope we will do good. So let's place that I may do it here. Well, let's place how much will that cost me to build. Okay, we can afford that. I don't play with, I just use auto build now because this is a test. We are not trying to do something more than that. We are importing stuff, of course, but we are importing that by using cars. So what do we have? We need here. We need some secret police cars. Okay. So we may use some black. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, minimal government loyalty for employees. How much government loyalty do we have? I don't know immediately, but let's lower the requirement here. So we now need to connect those pathways too, but first let's build this, let's build this, let's build this, and let's build this. Now we still need some pathways, so we can connect, can have a pathway here for now, and we cannot get that there, but it doesn't matter that much. We can have a pathway here, and let's build that. So we have the secret police, and now the thing is, we need some loyal workers. So do we have anybody? Hello, Autumn. Anybody that has good government loyalty? Okay, so let's deal with what we need to boost the loyalty. Government loyalty, prefer higher, prefer younger, on university education, fine. We need government loyalty to be higher at least. Let's go to 20% if we can, and let's go for 20% here if we can. If we can. It will be difficult probably. We don't have power here. Okay. We need to deal with that too. Oh, it's without power supply. We will need to bring power there then. That's a problem. So how can we get the power there? Oh, we have one there. That means if we somehow let's slow down, because I need to finish that this month. We need a medium voltage switch, and it's maybe here probably, or somehow we can put it here. Let's do do I want it here or do I want it here? I would prefer having it here, for example. Now, hello, wheel check. So here we are with this. Let's build that for rubles, and we need to bring power there now, and we need a substation to I'm not used to this, so it's a little bit of struggle with these power lines for me, because I don't know what is where, and that's a little bit difficult to deal with. Can we connect that? Oh, we can. Yes, it's the new version of the graphic user interface there. As I have permission to showcase that, and we can also talk about some stuff related to current game mechanics, and one of those is the government loyalty, and you may already be able to read the report for community. which I think was already released for the public. So we need to get the power line here and run the power line alongside here, like that. May work. So we need to go up a little bit here because it would look not right if we go through that. Let's continue with the line. How is the game? Wait a minute. Just let me finish this first. So let's connect those power lines, and I need to build those power lines. Come on. 4 rubles. So we should now have power. This is the building of the secret police. And there are all the workers and cars going out. Because you need to use the new secret police in this game as the government loyalty is getting an update. So until now you were not using government loyalty that much as you will use afterwards. Because government loyalty now will have much more effect, and you will need workers who have higher government loyalty to work at schools and at universities, because that way they will influence the loyalty of students, and that way you will be able to keep your government loyalty higher. And of course you want your the workers who have the highest loyalty to have cars, because cars will be used to boost their government loyalty by a little bit, and it depends on what the car is like. So some people also here own some of those black cars, but I just placed few of them here, and they are used by the secret police, and the secret police has to make some checks of the citizens if they are loyal enough, because it may be shown to you that somebody is loyal and he is not, and he may teach the disloyalty to your students. Currently we don't have any radio that can boost our loyalty, so that's just something that we have as a side effect. The main reason I'm running this now is to get some insight into tourism, and that will be the main objective here today. So government loyalty is currently at 36%. And we should have people with over 20, we even have people with over 50. So let's raise that to 30. Let's try to raise that to 30. We have some with 47. That's 55. So we may try to go to 40 even, if we can somehow. Not sure how it will work. We have some stuff that is less loyal to us, so maybe we can use 30% in the school. And we don't have any monument nearby, because we need monuments, because monument can boost, but this one, this one is not counted as a monument. So monuments, we have a lot of them here, but which one can we use? So here you can see how much each monument boosts government loyalty. go back. So that gives 2.5 meters, 2.2 meters, 2.8, 5 meters. Well, okay, this doesn't because those are modded. So the red cross gives us a good boost at about 5.2 at 400 meters. So nice. So let's place that monument somewhere nearby. Best place to have such a nice, good looking monument is right next to the police, because the secret police needs to have some grade designation. Or is there any better place where we can fit this one? I would say that we can have a park right next to the secret police in this case. So let's place that. And nobody would be able to walk there, that's the thing. Oh, where can we have that monument? Where will that really make sense? I know where it will make sense. It's here. But where are the monuments? Here. It will totally make sense to have it here. A red star monument right on the hill next to these. Let's connect that. Of course we cannot connect that because the terrain is not cooperating with us. So let's try again. The monument here, to put the monument here. And let's build those pathways. Some things I don't get very well, because I would like to build that and I need to get used to this. And this needs to be built too. So we will have the monument now, and that monument should have influence over all those people around. And that should give us some extra government loyalty. And here it is interesting that we have plenty of workers working in this who are not so loyal. Yeah, the playground is a mod for... And that playground is a mod. It's basically a kindergarten which works like a sports playground, but it doesn't serve workers for sports, it serves kinder. And it doesn't work in winter. So, but we are here mainly to test what the tourism income will be. So we are running this one city hotel here, which is a 4-star hotel. And we are currently not very able to fill that fully, but it will be better in future. Are you without power? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good to know, good to know. So we will need another substation here. That will be a good spot. And we need to get over there, go beside technical services, and then to go there and connect. That will not be right. That may do. Oh, I need to build that. Come on. How is this? Ah, you need to go above. That way. I need to get used to this kind. One lane streets. It is probably that we will get one lane streets. We were talking about that during the time together with developers, that it would be nice to have one lane streets added and some other kinds of roads, but I don't think we will have 3 lane streets. It's not necessary for Soviet Republic. So that is a possibility for the future to have something like that. So now we have only 5 agents, 4 agents. We have still some loyal workers there, so it's not that bad. Question will be if we can boost the government loyalty somehow higher. We need to build this too. So we are quite low with rubles, and fortunately I was able to finish this before the end of the year, so we can go and have no expenses next month. And I will need one Excel sheet to write down what the incomes are. So what do you want to see? New things is the graphic UI. We have here a menu, we have here a menu. We also have some new vehicles, but I can't show them because fortunately I locked things by year, so I cannot see them for now. I would need to unlock that. We can, but we don't need to do that. That may be a surprise for you. Those are mostly skins, but what we have new is this minimal government loyalty for employees at schools, at universities. It also applies to radio and also applies to TV station. And of course it applies to secret police, it will apply to prisons, orphanages, and that will influence how loyal students and other people may become. That's not a court, that's the secret police building, and you need them because they make checks of citizens to get, you know, how loyal they really are to your government. If they are not loyal enough, then they will not be able to work on schools and negatively influence the loyalty of students. Because the more loyal they are, the more loyal students will become over time, because it helps to boost them. And you can you will have additional ways how to boost loyalty by building monuments, for example. And also by giving cars to your most loyal citizens, because here we have one, and that one has 51% loyalty, and his loyalty is boosted by having that car. And the stronger the car, I mean the better the car, that means There are three stats for the car. It's the top speed, it's the tonnage, and it's the how powerful the engine is. The higher those stats are, the more boost the citizen, the worker will get for his government loyalty then. So June will end soon. We don't have enough workers, or what's our problem here? So the main purpose of this stream is to run the test, and I want to show you how much income can you get from the new tourism, and also provide feedback. No, there will be no prison and court system in this update. It will come after, in the update after this. This update is meant to be graphic user face update, and government loyalty will be updated. And also there are some other quality of life updates. We will have new route signals available. I was watching that. It needs to be tweaked a lot, but it will be more foolproof. So we will see how that will work over time. But you can always use the standard chain signals, which we already have. And that addition, that those route signals should be, according to the developer who is responsible for that, better than Factorio has. So I am curious how it will work. We will see what it will do. Maybe we will finally get fully working signals which will not cause that many issues for some people, but it will never be totally foolproof. So now we have July, so we are counting how profitable will we become. Now I need this last month. This year we had Aha, I know, there is a problem still. Let me exit. We'll have a black screen for a moment, because I forgot to update the game version and we have the old tourism, so I need to do that. So wait a minute. So it will take a little bit. We were also talking about those not exactly timetables, but a way how to get spaced out buses on your lines. But maybe we will have something you will be able to work with in future regarding that, but that may come even later. Story. I want to go here and run the game again. So do not lose hope. There will be something regarding that done in future. It's just not coming in this update. But we, as you know, we will have also the underground update, but that will probably come after the prison and such updates. So let's load this. Because there are a lot of stuff that can be made, and I heard a lot of good informations, and I'm quite glad. This game will not be stuck in early access, The developer wants to release this game fully, and he has a deadline for that. But the deadline is not this year. So we have plenty of time for him to add new stuff and plenty of time for him to tweak stuff. So now last month, we need this month. We still the train signal system is will be updated in this current update a little bit, but it will not be totally reworked. There will be small updates maybe in future for that, because that would be quite difficult to implement something different, but they will make it work better than it works, because there are some situations which you were not able to solve. I know about that. Even though there are solutions we players can do with our systems, there will be some updates. We will get route signals for in this update. I was not able to test them a lot. I would need to do some massive testing and load my save from my real republic, where there are more trains running back and forth. Yeah, and that exactly that Budapest, that metro update may be the update in which you will get something like terminal stations which will be able to time departures of buses, trains, and that way you will be able to space out your buses without using line spacing. But it will require some time to get the way how to do that. That may be quite game changing in the current system, because it will pose a lot of challenges to implement the underground network system. Yes, route signals. That may basically means that train is checking not only the next block now, but it is checking the route it will take. If the block which will come will be free, so if it is fully free to go, and there will be new yellow signal implemented, and it would mean that you will be able to work without chain signals in some cases, and normal block signals will solve most of issues. Yeah, and that's exactly what you mentioned, Siberian. These route signals are the solution for that. The two-way signals on one directional track. That's what they are for. But what I saw the test, it is difficult to say how it will work, but when it will be out, you will see how it will work. You may then try it and provide some feedback for that. And the loyalty, loyalty is not based on how good services there are, because happiness is based on how good the services are. So it doesn't affect, but what affects loyalty is culture. For example, if you provide people a lot of culture, then their loyalty may go down. So we are now in July, and we can check the stats. The time is going fine. So now the numbers go similarly. Nice, that's what I wanted to see. Last month we went, but this month Now it's the correct calculation. So now we may check how much income will we get from our tourists this month. How much profitable it will be. Average delivery cost for, okay, that's quite high. Average cost for one workday, 9 and 13, it's about 30% difference there. So this is what I want to see. This is secret police. Be aware of that. This is secret police. It's not the police. You will have also police, not only secret police, because this is solving government loyalty. The police will solve crime. Because of that, you don't have that in this update. Yeah, just, you don't need to force that propaganda that much, because you don't need the loyalty to be that high. But it will require from you to have some level of government loyalty. Yeah, it's a type of police, but the function of that police is different. And of course, we have the settings. And in settings, we I don't know how it will work exactly, but of course we will be glad if we can read your feedback. Yeah, that it is not available yet. Crime and Justice is not available yet. It will come after this update. Yes, there will be definitely different tracks for metros than trains. And modders will be able to make underground stations, of course, because it will be a building you can build. But the main problem here is how to build those. That will be the main problem to solve. How you will build underground tracks and how you will build underground stations, because some of those underground stations will not have direct connection with the surface. The police prison court system will work in a way that you will have random crime in your town, in your cities, and if there will be a crime committed, then the police will come and investigate, and if they investigate, they will catch the criminal and he will be put to prison. If there will be too much crime in your cities, then the happiness of your citizens will go down because of that, and maybe the loyalty will be affected too. And then those who will be catched, they will go to prison and they will be educated there. They will work for you, and that way they will also be able to gain loyalty there, because there will be also the same option for the prison, an orphanage, how much government loyalty you will require for the workers to work there. Oh, we are able to get enough. We have that, so let's raise that to 52. If we can get that many, we can go for 40. Let's try, because we need to keep. It depends maybe on how much it may be similar like you have hospitals, that if you don't have enough ambulances, you don't have enough policemen, and then they will not be able to get that. No, it will not be that you will select and set somebody to be a criminal. At least for now, not. But who knows how it will, because there will be other stuff which will make modders quite happy, because they will be able. The last report is the report number 33. Yeah, I think new fire truck in a report. I don't know about that. Yeah, you know, there are probably some new skins, and it was there thanks to that. I'm not sure. Yeah, but maybe I don't have that. Don't have no any of those, but maybe it was a courthouses, because there would need to be a judge to how to say that, to sentence somebody to serve in prison after he was investigated. So July is coming to an end, and we are low. We have, by the way, this whole setup costs about 2 million rubles to build. That means not more, maybe not exactly 2 million, maybe somewhere between 1.5 and 2 millions. So that's the initial investment you need to start the tourism. So, and we are now testing how. Oh, the automotive industry is already locked, because you need to research engineering, but there will be more researchers added before the game will go out. No, that is not the way how the vehicles will access that. Probably there will be something similar to how they access the airport runways, that's some kind of gate where they will be able to get on the track, and that way build the underground station through tunnels, which will be built by railroad builders. That's an option, but it's not the final decision how it will be done, because it will be a totally different kind of track for the underground network than it is for that than the one which is used for the surface network. But you know, they can bypass the research restrictions now because the game is in early access, but maybe in future it will be fixed, because for sure, I'm sure that they will do something about it. Not allow you to bypass stuff. And also, if you will have some challenges, some scripts running which will be able to restrict you to do some stuff. The bigger car ranges are a problem, because then the car would need to calculate each parking lot, and that would require too much processing power. Because of that, the distance is restricted to 2 kilometers, but cars can travel much more, because they can make a route to work, for example 2 kilometers, and then from the work he will go to shop, but he will go for to the closest shop, which may be much further away from his home. And then he may take a route to the sports facility to have some fun there, and that may be in another distance, and then he goes home, and in the end he traveled by car much further than 10 kilometers. That's also an option that will be there, but really the underground is not currently in development. We were just sharing some ideas. There is a possibility that there will be some way how to get underground trucks above the ground, but there it will not be allowed a normal train to ride them. Yes, it is here up. You still have the quick action bar, so it is not lost. I just am not able to, I don't know how to remove these from there, but it is still here. So the new quick select icon works. You just choose the group you want, and for example here you have roads. So last time, if you choose the gravel road, then the gravel road will remain there as a quick action until you choose something else. And very good thing here is that, for example, here we have some modded buildings, and you see under the depots all the mods also. For example, under platforms you see all the mods. Under parking lots I can see all the mods, and it always, and very special is here when we go to residentials. So for example, sports places, these sports places provide only sports for your workers, but there is another group which serves also as attraction. So these one work as attractions, these don't work as attraction. Yeah, it's very difficult. I don't know how they can optimize it further, so I can't tell you how much optimization can there be done. Maybe they will find a way how to optimize, but currently I don't have problem to play with 100,000 workers in my republic with my setup, and I saw some streams where somebody had 130. So it depends what ideas they will find in future, how they can do that. But I don't know about optimization, it's totally out of my reach. I play the game. Yes, you will need to click less because you have all at one click most of the tools. You see them in one click, and in second you choose the tool. And you always can use the quick action bar if you need. But for example, I don't like the terrain tool as its own group, for example. But I can place it always to that bar there. Another thing you have, the windows open now on the right, and if you don't unpin it, then it will be replaced with another building you open. We were talking a little bit about modding the roads. Yes, Budapest, it will be there. What you say, it should be already there. If we go into the, what do we need to do? I need general debug functions, landscape editor mode, and you see where is it? Scripts terrain, it is there. You see, all of those are now there. It was implemented already. And this here you can see that we have the train route signals. That's something now in testing. So we don't know how that will go, because we need to do some testing, and it was just released, right? For our internal testing now. But there will probably be some way how to modify roads, but it's not that easy. Yeah. So we are in August, so let's see. And you see, running scripts. We have something new coming, scripts. But cobblestone road will probably, maybe somehow it will be difficult that you will be able to, because that's practically, cobblestone road is practically a gravel road with different kind of stones, so that is not, I would say that will not be that easily possible, but maybe some way you will have something like a cobblestone road will be there. I don't know. We need to wait what the developer will do about that. Oh dude, I wanted to see this month, so last month with a complete number, and the number says the maintenance cost was 4,000, the income was 5,900. So it means it's still profitable, but not that much profitable, but still makes decent profits. So it's not totally a waste. So let's put that into perspective. And the roads are not going to be updated now. Phew, you want too much about that, because this is not City Skylines and I can't speak about that because I don't know anything about that. That would be something for modding, but you cannot control your cars that much in this game. But you can control how many cars you will have and how many lanes you will have. You don't have that in City Skylines that easily controlled. Now we need to change this into yes, there are these. I can tell that there will be. I mentioned that to the developer that it would be nice to have electrified wooden train rails. I don't know if we will have something like that. Hmm. Yes, you just can turn on the grid and you can build your roads according to the grid. That's the easiest way how to place your roads grid based. So I wanted to write down these numbers now. So last month we've got, it was July 1961, and we had no extra cost. No extra cost. We had 4,310 rubles, expense $0, expense 5,910 rubles, 365 those. But we also need Soviets, Western, and we need to know the number and it's rating, rating. So 339 Soviets and 147 Westerners, and the rating was 2.6, 2.7. Nice, so we have first number, and now we can go and check the last ones again. And here we are in negative territory. So extra cost 0, 0, 8437, expense in dollars none, 3807 in numbers, and 3827 in those Soviets. So Soviets made us, there was 160 Soviets, 131 Westerners, and we had 2.7 rating there, 2.8 rating there. And here we will have September 61. Seriously. Text. September 1961. Now that's what we have. So the numbers are nice. How many workers do we have there? Not enough for my taste. We need much more. We may run into issues here. And we have 15-14% of unemployment now, but I don't want to go over that because we don't even have enough firefighters there. We're able to populate that and able to populate that and populate that. Yes. I use that usually in my republics because I need some central storage, and you will not be able to supply enough meat for the shopping center if there is no storage connected in highly populated areas. Do we have a price level here? Do we have? Don't we have? No, we don't. A price level here. I think it is a nice challenge because you need to do some just-in-time delivery for food, for meat. But you can also use modded storages to connect them to shops. So currently we are making some money, but we are not making a lot of money. Is that a proof that it is not OP? Yes, it is. Is it a proof that it is profitable? Yes, it is. Can you grow your economy based on that? Yes, you can. Yeah, you probably have a modded one. It's a lot of time for it to pay off. If we consider last month we did not have profit at all. So that month was not profitable. We need a longer time period to watch that. But it will take forever to pay off. It will be profitable only if you will provide your own resources for that. Then it may be quite profitable in that regard. But if you will use, as I'm using, importing stuff from the custom house, because I have import set by this distribution office, not using auto import, then it pays very slowly, very slowly, and you cannot afford to build a lot of stuff. But if you are able to make food, if you are able to make meat, if you are able to provide your own alcohol, then it becomes a lot more profitable. And of course, if you are able to build your stuff by yourself. So from now, tourism will not be overpowered anymore, but it will be a nice addition you may play with. Because if we look, we are waiting for the September to finish, but currently we are barely covering the cost. As you can see, our rubles still go down. Our dollars go up, but our rubles go down every month without building anything. But if I would be able they are from time to time tourists because they are searching attractions for themselves too. For example, they may go to indoor pool, but we definitely don't have enough workers, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I definitely don't need that much stuff there. Here we can or cannot. So government loyalty, how are we doing with government loyalty? 47%. It's being kept about 40%. Or is that other number? Oh, it's kept. So how do you control the loyalty? You will control it through schools, because the more loyal your teachers and staff there is, the more loyal the students will become. Then you control it by giving cars to your most loyal workers, because that boosts their loyalty, and then you can control it by propaganda through radio station and TV station. And then also you control loyalty by building monuments, and those monuments have an area of influence and percentage boost for the residents in the area. And then you need secret police to check the loyalty of your citizens by installing surveillance devices into their homes to check if they are really loyal or they are falsely loyal to you. Because if they will teach in your schools, then they may bring the loyalty of your students down, and that way they may have a negative impact on your republic's overall loyalty. And you need to be aware of culture, because culture brings down the loyalty of your citizens too. And as you can see, we have not full happiness here because the loyalty issues with some of them. It drains happiness by a little bit over time. But you don't need, for example, I built that one star here. If you look here, there are monuments, and these which are vanilla, they have an area of effect and the percentage how much they influence the loyalty of citizens living nearby. But maybe if you will spam them by a lot, then it may have some effect. But I don't know why this has such a huge area here. Also 90 meters. But these don't have such perk because those are all modded and it was not implemented to them for now. Yes, because the culture means they are watching Western movies, for example. They are learning about different cultures than the Soviet culture is. Hello, Forza. So that means because of that it can drain the loyalty, because they are not teaching Soviet culture in the cinema fully, and people may lose loyalty because of that. But that's only my explanation. That's my explanation. It's not the explanation why the developer implemented that. It was his decision to do so. So now we may check the last one, and we are slightly in green. That means we made 180 rubles net. There are no new power plants here. You can check some modded ones. So we made a little bit net, but it was not that good. And it may incentivize you to provide your own industry and not use tourism as a starter. So can we afford that hotel? Need to build that this month. And we need just one more road. And we can use another hotel, can we? I don't know. It's not in the upcoming update and it will not be in the next one too, I guess. The current next two updates will not. What's this? Yeah, that's the how advanced are we in the day? Ah, nice. No, good to know. So tourism not a starter industry anymore. Hello, Jakub. You don't have control about what they show there, that's the thing. I don't, and Soviet films doesn't mean propaganda, but maybe in futures there can be some kind of research, probably. There can be some research, is that it? But you will require to have a research to provide propaganda through cinemas. Alcohol. We don't have any bar nearby. Don't drive and drink. Seriously, we'll need a bus stop. To get workers there, probably. Or no, they can walk there. What if I think we need a bus stop. So where do we? Ah. Yeah, further. That's something that we consider too. Desert and winter themes to be added somehow. And free immigrants, that was also mentioned. There were a lot of things talked about. There will be a way how to script events into the game and some restrictions, so you will be able to script, for example, the hard mode challenge or Potemkin challenge or something similar in the future, probably. So and maybe that population growth will be fixed in the future by something too. There is a lot of stuff that can be changed and updated, tweaked. New options may be added to the game. We will see how that will go. I'm really, I would say, excited for what is to come to the game in the future. Because there are many good things I heard about. Heating and weather. Maybe if you can get a separate textured map, for example, in future with different biomes, I would say, different theme, then you just turn off the weather and you will have all the freedom to play that map for the, but I don't know where we will head in this direction. Because as I mentioned, a lot of stuff was talked. We were together from Friday afternoon and we left today, so I spent about 2 days together with the development team and we were talking about stuff. Also concrete roads, yes, that was also mentioned. Lot of stuff. You know, I read a lot of how to what's the word for that? Yes, that's exactly what I was speaking about with Peter too. Concrete roads, like normal roads, and also with street lights. We were speaking about that. So there are ways we may get those in future, but it is not being the part of this update and probably not the part of the next update, because we were talking mainly about what do we need in the game before we get to version 1.0, that means the full release. So that is what they will focus on step by step. What there need to be in the game before it is fully released, and after that we will have additions like DLCs probably, or some other project coming, but that's all far in future. And also there was talk about infrastructure modability, but there are some limitations, so we need to keep that in mind. But definitely that was suggested to offer the community some way how to mod infrastructure. Oh, that would be also nice addition. I mean, to see which height the bridge is. You can bypass that by using. Okay, let's write me down that suggestion. The height of bridge. Yeah, that may be added. I already wrote down that suggestion. Because that is crucial for sure. So how are we doing with stuff here? Is our loyalty keeping up or is our loyalty dropping down? So we are keeping our loyalty for now. Garbage collection. I don't know what the plans are about that garbage collection. So I can't tell anything about that. I'm not going to suggest anything about that for now because I don't. Why is the temperature too low? Guys, we need heating. All hands there. All hands there. Don't go anywhere elsewhere. We need all hands there, and why we don't have enough workers? Align spacing is on, and still 1,200 workers. Don't write the suggestions to me because I'm not going to I cannot do anything about that for now. We have a big problem here. I was writing something that was not suggested in the past, so, and what I know that is important, but now I don't want to overwhelm the suggestion channel for now, so keep that in mind. So we have how many workers there? So we need to deal with this, that these or best available platform, unloading, not unloading workers at all. They will be unloaded on the way back, because we need them in the heating plant at all costs. Otherwise everyone will freeze to death and it will not be good. I think if there will be another meeting in the future, there will be more discussion about upcoming stuff, but for now we were discussing so many things, and from what we were talking about, asphalt, I already mentioned that to Peter, that it would be nice to have them. Do not be afraid, we don't need to suggest that anymore. It was mentioned, asphalt paths were mentioned. Concrete roads were mentioned too. One-lane roads were mentioned too. Currently you see the radius. Yeah, but you see the radius already. So the game shows you the radius. You just need to pay attention to that, and you need to have that building there. And be careful. You have that with the heat exchanger too. But if you have the heat exchanger and you want to place a building, for example, let's take a residential, you see if it has radius to heat exchanger too. So you see that both ways. See? So before you place the building, you see if you have enough radius to the heat exchanger or the substation. You just need that to be built before. Yeah, maybe that may somehow, I don't know how they can fix that, but it's but what is copper used for? Because I was talking with another member of the team if the copper would be ever added. It's only used for electricity, apparently. It's not that broadly used as it is the steel, and it would definitely complicate the start of the game, because you would have, for example, copper, which is good for nothing else, just for electricity and exports. And we can't have everything in the game for now, so it's one of the main games in the game, but it has so many. Okay, we should have the numbers, and I forgot to notice them. 1961 and November 1961. I forgot about that. That's the main purpose. We are here last month. October. So in October we had $1,440 extra expenses, 0 extra expense 8603 and 0, and the income was 5582 4494 with and 2.4 2.2. And last month we were 2191. No, that's not the number I wanted to see, that's a mistake. No, that's a mistake. We have 1545 0 9884 84 0 7986 766. Why so low? Why so low? We didn't have any tourists from the Soviets. 480 266 2.3 1.4. The rating went down significantly. So we will wait until the end of December, then I will take a break and maybe come back with the stream from Islandia. today to continue there. And where are we here? Yeah. Huh. Yeah. That happens. That happened to me too because my heating plant was not working properly. To raise that to 30. I don't have a opinion on this because it's totally I think matter if modability will be allowed or not, because there is a reason that you don't have that, because that forces you to use surface power lines and you cannot do everything without with underground lines. Yeah, you can always turn off some settings to have less micromanagement in your game. That's the thing, you don't need to use all the options on, because they are there for a reason. They are there for difficulty reason. More micromanagement, more stuff to watch and care about. But to be honest, we are going down with tourism now, not making enough money. So you can always use more of them. For example, you build 2 substations next to each other and use underground lines from one switch. You can always do that. And this month was terrible. Yeah. But you do it the opposite. You can't merge 8 megawatt lines and have more output in the game, I guess. You can only divide the higher wattage into lower wattage without problems. And we will end it here, and I guess I would not suggest anybody to start with tourism if he doesn't have the resources. One building between two substations, but it will always draw the power from a substation which has enough power if the other one doesn't have. I do that all the time, that I have buildings with more than one substation connected. You can see it here. It is connected to two of them. Okay, like last month. Let's see. So that was quite bad. We are importing electronics mostly. That will ruin you for sure. Because we are going down with rubles. 0 3677 and 7318. So we can make money only if we will not bring in Western workers, Western tourists. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's do it. Let's run that test. Litopa. Litopa is not Brapopa. Stop all those buses and we will test that only with Soviets. Why they cannot? Which building requires that much? And why that building has a high voltage connection then, if it requires that much power? Yeah, I mentioned that it would be nice, for example, to include some variations for warehouses in the vanilla game in future. Sub Commander, welcome to the channel. So that was like somebody was using a modded building. Yeah, but you need to keep in mind, you need to provide power for those buildings. And for offshore, of course, warehouses. I suggested maybe it would be nice to have some assets for warehouses in the building editor, that you may make yourself a bigger one. But definitely I would like if we have some variations for some warehouses and storages in the vanilla game before it goes out at full release. So now, yeah, and that. But it may be addressed in the future if there will be more issues. I did not test that for now. Yeah, You have some modded warehouses there, but definitely I would prefer if we can have a double or triple size of this, at least. Because it would not be that difficult to get two of those together with double track, or make it bigger by a little bit with a double track. And be sure I was speaking about that because I feel that for myself that it would be nice to have different sizes, because these sizes fit early and mid game but don't fit the late game that much. So now we are trying to make our income solely from Soviet tourists next month and cut Westerners. Because we cannot afford to have them. I just don't understand why you can't create a perfectly straight road. I can do them. It's not that difficult without snapping. Okay, we are keeping the government loyalty at certain level. That's good. Oh, really? Oh, I forgot that we need heat in there too. We cannot afford that. I'm just sliding out of. Oh, okay. So where? Here is the heating. As you can see, it will take a while to get used to these. This new menu is not that easy. No, this UI is only on the internal test branch for now. It will be released after it will be tested for a while with internal testers, because there are other changes in the game too. We need an underground pipe here. And we need to get somehow. How much is above ground? That means we are fine, perfectly fine underground. At the cost of dirt. Oof. We cannot afford to build that. We can build that, but we cannot afford to build that heat exchanger. Ah, that's a shame. That's a bit of a shame. Yeah, but you can turn it off in the settings. It will be available. Where is that? Not that one. This one. Not that one. This one. UI. Where is that? Where can that be? Because it should be somewhere in the menu. Yeah, in-game GUI, custom GUI size. Oh, no, that's not what I want to see. Where is that? Oh. Because it should be available somewhere. Or it is not yet implemented into the menu, but it will be in the menu that you will be able to turn back to the old one. So you will always be able to use the old graphic user interface. So now we have a big issue here, because we are not making enough money. So we had no extra expenses, but we have to 8G9 0 1 5 2 3 2 and 5 7 2 3 with 349 and 199, and the rating was 3.3 and 2.5. So now we are looking for the February. I need to use dollars. I need to use dollars because we cannot afford to use rubles, but doesn't matter anymore. We are going to test how much rubles can we make. Secret police officers can be enough. Is this end? Yes, it is end of the winter. Yeah, we are struggling to survive based on tourism only. So that's a huge nerf. That's a huge nerf. But how is that we can't get enough workers there? We have such a high unemployment that we cannot fill everything. Due to low education, small child, yeah, it's because of small children. Okay, that's fine, we can solve that. This way, easily. Okay, so we have to wait the next month and see how much will we be able to deliver. But definitely it seems to be quite balanced now. I will wait, or will I not wait? So we have quite balanced income, earning expenses probably. So we can sustain the growth to a certain extent, but we cannot live solely based on tourism in the beginning. And that will be great. That will be awesome in my opinion. How is government loyalty doing at all times? Are we staying? Oh, we are slightly growing with that. Even without propaganda. But happiness is not full. Because some people have very low government loyalty. So we are making some profits, but it's not enough to develop our republic in this way. No overpowered tourism anymore. And that may be the great. Yeah, that will mean that you just can't rely on tourism. You can get some income out of that, because it should be more profitable than exports itself. But you will not be able to sustain the growth, the need for growth in your republic. Because people are multiplying faster than your income is, so you need to provide some other income for your republic. Still don't have enough. Workers to build another hotel, and definitely we don't have enough money to do so. So you are forced to use your own industrial power to produce food and alcohol and build your stuff if you want to succeed in the game after this nerf. And we can see that we are able to sustain loyalty at decent levels, even without propaganda. So how does it look like? We are barely covering the cost. Just barely. In this case. But we have much more workers than we probably need to run that hotel. We would be able to run multiple other industries. Okay, let's save this. No, it is not full. We have only... because we are bringing tourists only from there. And maybe we could utilize more buses. Probably it should be possible to utilize more of them. And that would help. We have line spacing on, so that means we can bring in more workers. Or workers, not workers, more tourists. And utilize the hotel better, but we don't have enough workers there for some reason. So we are not very successful in that. And we are taking most of workers into workplaces. But definitely we have some income, I mean, but there are some extra costs too. It will not be easy to utilize tourism after this update. But also distributing alcohol to hotels now works through distribution offices too. That was fixed. So it is a huge nerf for those who use tourism. Yeah. But if you don't have workers in spare, it's not that easy. We have a lot of them, but they are all utilized in these buildings for now. Just cannot afford to expand. We would need to min-max stuff. Because you also need workers, it's not that easy to build hotel because I can't provide enough workers for that hotel, that's the problem. So I can't accommodate that many tourists. But we are making few thousand per month, few thousand. But that can make your republic great in short term and by any means. So here we have the raw number 6 0 11 744, and keep in mind we are importing stuff, we are not producing stuff. We are able to make some profits, but we are not able to make huge profits. And that's exactly what I think should tourism be about. If you can provide resources, then you can make great money by tourism. If you cannot provide resources, then you will struggle. So that's it for this stream, and thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this, and I'm considering streaming more tonight from my other republic, but it's quite late and I need to get up early. But for now I'm taking a break, maybe come back later. See you, bye.